Thanks for joining us as we bring you this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports along with Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan. A battle in the Western Conference. This Houston crowd hoping to watch their Rockets come out on top. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad. Last season, they... Here's Williams. And now to Doris Burke, who spoke with Vinny Del Negro. Doris?
Kevin, he said he lit a fire under his guys, telling them to find the angles to the hoop, drive the lane, and finish with authority. Do some damage to those rims, as he put it. We'll find out soon enough if they got that message.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
And look at how quickly he got his hands in the way of that pass.
Garrett trains the three-pointer.
Well, I like that. They ran to the three-point line and got an uncontested look there in transition.
Here's Gordon. 11 points for him in that last game against Philadelphia. Kaman backing down from the baseline. That's good. Kaman's got his first basket of the night.
Ah, the turnaround jumper. That was a thing of beauty.
And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot two. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Yeah, don't give up anything for free. I like that. Send him to the line.
Yeah, they don't want to sit back and watch you lay it in. I mean, make them earn it. Make them earn it. Don't give up anything easy.
Steve mentioned the success they had against them in their contest a year ago. They did exactly what they needed to do against them.
Yep, it was a solid performance from them. Most times they got together. They should have them feeling good about their chances today.
Out of bounds, and they retain possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Houston, off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, the Los Angeles Clippers. They're down 4 spots from them.
You know, checking out the Rockets, they've been rolling along beautifully to start the season. They've got the media, their fans, and most importantly themselves believing this is going to be a special year.
Well, you look at how they finished last year to where they are now, and you understand why there's so much excitement surrounding this team. And they've got some confidence. There's belief, as you said, Clark. And when the fans are finally excited like they are now, and now you know you got something special. Well, the Rockets just barely missed out on making the playoffs a year ago, but they were tough on their home court. They went 25-16 in Houston.
Well, Steve, talking about this Houston front office, very forward-thinking. They've got some smart people in there crunching the numbers. Now, a lot of teams are kind of following that same pursuit.
Well, you know, there are no bigger copycats in the world than those in sports. Coaches or presidents or general managers. And that does seem to be the trend around the league. I mean, every team looking for an edge, trying to find the right players, right strategy, and measuring success almost on a play-by-play basis. And the Rockets somewhat at the forefront of that kind of movement. And you know what? I think there's some merit to it. I don't want to go overboard with it. You still need the software, if you will. The numbers are the hardware, but the software is the people that can make some of those decisions. And if you got a good blend of both, you can be successful.
That's a nice answer. Williams with the ball. Outside Griffin. Williams picks him up. Just 5 to shoot. That's tipped. With 1 on the clock. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Now, last season was Patterson's rookie year out of Kentucky. And he had a nice season for the Rockets. Not the biggest guy down on the post, but very skilled. And he would always find a way to score when he was given the opportunity.
Here's Gordon. Kevin Martin grabs the ball.
He lost his focus there, guys. That's a shot he should make.
You know, he's the one guy you have to absolutely be aware of and box out.
And now the first timeout call here for the Rockets. Back to Patrick Patterson. Steve talking about him getting those minutes, Clark, and being able to contribute like that will help him grow as a player, I'm sure.
Yeah, because that'll launch him into his offseason of work, and he should come back a much more confident player. And with Houston trying to rebuild, I think those extra minutes are going to help with his improvement and the improvement of that team.
Now here's Williams. Lowry picks him up. Williams kicks to Kaman. Shoots from the baseline, and the shot is good. Williams has got his second basket of the game.
Vinny Del Negro didn't have an easy go of it leading the way for the Clippers in his first year coaching that team, but he was able to get them to up their win total, and that's something to build off of.
Shoots, and there's Eric Gordon on the assist by Williams. Here's Lowry. Here's Garrett. Goes up. Here's Patterson. Oh, offensive interference. The Rockets.
Substitution for the Rockets. Substitution.
Ball's knocked loose.
You know, he got a fingertip on it, but not enough to control the pass coming in that fast.
That lead pass allowed him to get straight to the hoop without losing any momentum. Well, getting back to Del Negro, Clark, I mean, this is a team that has a lot of young talent and got Blake Griffin to build around, but it's had a losing culture for so long. So this is a tough job. I mean, he's got to really change their style, get them to buy into playing defense and playing together and try to build some momentum with a franchise that really never has had any. Mo Williams came over to the Clippers in that deal for Baron Davis at the deadline a season ago, and his numbers really picked up after that trade. He was very happy with the move, and he played very well with the Clippers.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Williams. 34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And he puts it down with authority. Spike slam Cam for another angle.
You got to be willing to put a body in front of him there. Easy hoop.
But you know what? I don't blame him. That's a lot of body coming at him.
Clippers trail by 9. The 3. And there's Eric Gordon on the assist by 4. Gordon's got 5. Here's Garrett, and he finishes nicely on the way. He's got 11.
Now defensively, you have to question the effort, but nice play there.
Here's Griffin, and he beat the buzzer, but it's no good. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Rockets lead by 8.
And you get a chance early on to see their depth. They got a nice effort from their bench players early in this game.
Yeah, Steve, I tell you what, their subs have really packed the punch for them so far.
Don't go away. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. Garrett, he's in at the point. Scola out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Terrence Williams, and it's Martin in at the shooting guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets.
You know, one of the things the Clippers did last year was to improve offensively. I mean, up from the 4th worst offense in the league to just 8th worst, but they got a long ways to go yet.
How about the concentration to finish that play despite being fouled?
You know what, Steve? A lot of guys get hit and then stop, but he played through contact, and I like that.
And Clark, you're right. You know, turnovers were a big issue for that team last year.
Major. Can't turn it over, partner.
Steve, they averaged the second most in the NBA.
Yeah, and part of that, I think, comes from trying to force the ball into the paint. They were a poor outside shooting team, near the bottom of the league in three-point percentage. So they had to take their chances trying to squeeze the ball inside, and it often led to mistakes.
You know, he's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
Gets the bucket. Scola's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kick-out's the only choice.
Gordon against Martin. An alley-oop pass, and Griffin slams it in.
Boy, how about the touch on that pass? Lobbed it up there nice and soft, feathery.
Yeah, looked like it made Steve for a pretty easy catch.
Well, the pass may have been soft, but the dunk was anything but.
No good. And the Clippers the other way now. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Boy, they got so many free throws in that game, Clark, and I thought their aggressiveness was really key.
They did a nice job being aggressive and drawing those fouls, and anytime you can do that, that bodes well for your chances of winning.
Shot clock at 5. Wing shot on the way. Kevin Martin grabs the board. Martin's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Garrett. Bucket's good. He's got 16.
He has such a calm demeanor, but he locks in, takes his time, and finishes.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him. You got to find a way to contain him.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for the Clippers.
There we go, fans. Keep it going for your Rockets power dancers.
Here is Williams. 6 points for him. Here's Gordon. Came in a screen on Martin. Aminu dishes to Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Gordon's got 7.
Boy, that was a nice little finger roll to finish the play.
And slam dunk. Wow. Now the Sprite slam cam for the replay.
The windmill finish. Now that's nasty. How do you do?
Finishes the play. Utter disregard for his own safety.
Look at his teammates. They're just shaking their heads. I mean, he must have told them to look out for that one.
It's tipped. Here's Garrett. Gathers. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
They continue to barrel their way inside, and when's the defense going to adjust?
Well, I'm asking the same question myself, partner. I mean, that's 8 points out of the last 10 coming inside.
Picked by Griffin. Left side, Williams. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Williams has got 8.
Beautiful reverse. He got his glide on and left the D in the rearview mirror.
Here's Garrett, and there's the rejection. Clippers trail by 11. It's a look. Offensive rebound. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Good foul. Make him earn the free throws. Don't let the...
And that concludes the first half. Rockets ahead, up 9.
Good evening and welcome to the HP Halftime Show. Out in Houston, the Pacers in Indianapolis losing to the...
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Points for him. Garrett. The Rockets with another miss.
We figured it was just a matter of time before Mikal found his way back to a sideline. I mean, he just has too much love for the game and wanted to be in the middle of the action, so he couldn't stay away too long.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan. They're inside. Mo Williams and Eric Gordon pair up in the backcourt. And it's Foy in at the 3.
Defense wasn't able to get back fast enough to contest.
Well, they were caught flat-footed after committing the turnover that time, guys.
Well, getting back to Mikal, it'd be very interesting to see what he can do, as this will be the first time out of the Timberwolves franchise. So a second opportunity for Mikal. And I think his strength is actually coaching. I think that's what he's best at. So this could be a very good fit for him and for Houston.
He's guarded by Williams. And Williams backs in. Moving the ball. Clock at 6. He's got 22. The rebound by Foy.
I thought that one was going to go.
You know, Steve, most of the time it does go. You know, it may not sound like much, but the Clippers managed to go 19-33 against the Western Conference last season. That was a solid 4-game improvement, though, over the prior season.
Great job taking that one all the way to the hoop.
Yeah, he made the D look non-existent and foolish there.
And it's Martin picking him up. Foy, the pass to Gordon. From 17 feet out. That's good from Williams. Gordon's got 4 assists now tonight. Clark, just rattled off that nice record against the West. Their best mark, Steve, in the last 3 seasons.
And it's still the 3rd worst overall record in the West. I mean, it is no easy task trying to move your way up this Western Conference.
There's Lee with the three. The Clippers grab the miss. Griffin's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a 3-point play.
You know, when you think about it, Blake Griffin, Kevin, has great hands, great skill, and I think he will develop a very good jump shot. Once he gets that, watch out.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Martin. And it's Lowry in for Courtney Lee. Outside Williams, screen by Scola. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And for Blake Griffin, as you said, the potential is there offensively. Steve, he's already devastating.
About 47 points in a game back in January. The most for a player 21 years or younger since Michael Jordan almost 3 decades ago. So, yeah, Blake Griffin, unlimited potential.
Here's Gordon. He goes up, and the layup falls. Gordon's got 11 points.
Yeah, we're now starting to see them get some high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 buckets inside the lane, so they're getting really high percentage looks down there.
He's got 22. Pass to Patterson. Houston needs to get a shot. Williams, he's covered by Moon. That's good from Lowry on the assist by Williams. Lowry's got his second basket of the night. Clippers trail by 6. And here is Warren. Feeds to Gordon. And here's a quick look at how the Clippers' schedule is shaping up. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Here's Lowry. Here's Garrett. It's good from long range. And it's a 9-point Rocket lead.
Now, they're not worried enough about him. They've got to tighten up their defense.
Patterson against Griffin. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Griffin's got 12 in the game.
3 straight buckets in the paint.
Here's another look with the Sprite Slam Can.
Come on now, I didn't see. Can you believe that finish? Boy, a little bit of flair and flavor at the end of it.
Oh, that'll be a fan favorite, all right.
That was not your average typical dunk.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
I like what the Rockets.
There we go, fans. Keep it going for your Rockets power dancers.
Here's Kaman. Outside Williams. Scola against Griffin. Kaman kicks to Gordon. 3 on the clock. The 3 gets it to go. Steve is a GM formerly in this NBA with Phoenix. You know all about that, trying to get other players to come to your team. And last season, the Rockets certainly were in the mix for Carmelo Anthony. They've thrown their hat in the ring, Clark, trying to get some star players down there.
Yeah, they have, but, you know, the right deal just didn't seem to present itself. They've said now they'll try to build around the pieces they have. But with that minutes crunch, no surprise to see them keep trying to land that big-time star.
Garrett in at shooting guard. Terrence Williams is out there with Martin. Then there's Lowry. And it's Scola in at the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
I think Blake Griffin has to be considered the best slashing and jumping big man in the NBA. And his ability to catch and dunk the ball in the lane is second to none.
And Blake Griffin, Steve, you just mentioned as a slashing big man. He's an impressive ball handler, Clark, too.
Really highly skilled in that area. I mean, it's impressive to watch him go rack to rack. I mean, he'll rebound it and take it himself. You combine that with his strength and athleticism. I mean, in the open court, he's borderline illegal.
Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And this is what the schedule looks like for Houston. Their next game is at New Orleans Arena in New Orleans for a game against the Hornets. And that will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's Griffin. Outside Williams. Lowry picks him up. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. He lays it in. And the Rockets lead by 18. Here's Gordon. The feed to Williams. From about 19 feet. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Martin.
A nice little rebounding advantage they're enjoying here.
Yeah, and that's the reason they've got this big lead. I mean, they're dominating the glass and really being tougher than their opponent.
And the Clippers call time here.
Yeah, he doesn't really like what he's seeing, and they're going to try to hash it out here.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Chuck Hayes, he's checked in for Stoll. Hill comes in for Terrence Williams. Chase Budinger, he's checked in for Kevin Martin. And it's Lee in for Kyle Lowry. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Gordon. Can they get it? That's good from Williams on the assist by Eric Gordon. Gordon's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Garrett. And he races to the bucket for 2. 37 points for him.
Boy, he went way up top there. Some serious hang time on his way to the rim.
Out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Clippers trail by 21. Outside Williams. Fires from deep. And unable to corral the miss, and it goes on a play.
It's Rockets ball.
Here's Garrett, and an emphatic dunk.
Defense just swung wide open for him there. Easy shot.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they didn't put up any resistance at all.
Here's Aminu. Budinger defending. Griffin. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
Well, you look at this Clippers team, in the bottom 3 in the Western Conference last season, but they've got a lot of young talent. Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, Eric Gordon. And this is a team that's only going to get better. They sure seem to be headed in the right direction.
You know, Steve, speaking about the upside of the Clippers, you know, it's interesting, Clark. Where would you rank this front court from an athleticism standpoint? That might be kind of easy.
Yeah, it would be. I'd go right to the top of the list. How about number 1? I mean, Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan. I mean, big, strong, and extremely explosive. Especially Blake. I mean, he is so strong and explosive. If they continue to develop their skills, I think you're looking at a great anchor for this team's success going forward.
He's guarded by Williams. Here's Garrett, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
You know, the Rockets have tried to be as efficient as possible acquiring talent on the cheap. I mean, trying to be really economical there. Their whole philosophy has been to acquire undervalued players. Quite possibly their thinking is they can facilitate a trade for a difference maker.
Well, going back to the Rockets and their fiscal discipline, here's a good guy to talk about this to my side here, Steve Kerr. Some of the former players were, Steve, frustrated by the Rockets' refusal to extend contracts.
Well, you have to be prudent with your decision-making. And when you don't have a great team like Houston, you've got to make sound decisions. And I think that's the right way to go. Unless you have a championship team, you can't really extend yourself, because then you tie yourself up and there's no room for improvement.
But they retain possession. 5 to shoot. Goes up again. Off the back of the rim and in. He's got 44.
Shooting percentage is off the charts, guys. He's really hitting his shots today. Just too careless with the basketball.
They're not giving themselves a chance. I mean, you can't score if you don't take care of the ball.
Good look. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, guys, I like what the Clippers have done. They have added some really good young talent to build on, and they're looking to improve upon their 9-32 road record of last season.
And a young team like the Clippers, Steve, what do you think are some of the keys to winning on the road?
Well, it starts with defense and rebounding because when you go on the road, you can't count on making long shots and getting transition and finding easy points. The game's going to be tougher, so you have to defend and rebound to give yourself a chance.
Here's Hill. There's Lee with the three. Gets it to go.
Man, they are spreading the floor and letting it fly, really knocking it down from outside.
And I love that gunslinger's mentality, Steve. Playing to win as opposed to playing it safe. I call it prevent offense when you try to protect the lead. Let it fly, let it fly, let it fly.
To stop the drought, and there's Eric Gordon on the assist by Williams. Gordon's got 6 here in this quarter. They are enjoying, Steve, a commanding lead.
Well, and it gives them the and this one's pretty much wrapped up.
And they know it. I mean, took care of business. Chalk it up as a W, Steve.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
I look at the Rockets, and they're one of those teams that regularly is scrapping for a playoff spot. I mean, normally they're pretty tough out whenever they face other Western Conference teams, but last season they fell to 25-27 against the West, just under 500.
There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Dishes to Griffin. And here are the Rockets now. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
I thought offensively, a lot of what they were doing really worked. But, of course, they found some gaping holes in that defense.
See, they had a bunch of success on even the most basic plays they were running. I mean, that was some pretty poor defense there.
Steve, that was their first losing record against Western Conference foes in half a decade.
Wow.
Well, they're always competitive, Kevin. They've always had good teams in Houston. But I think losing Yao Ming for most of the season really hurt them, and they just didn't have quite enough talent to compete against the West at a really high level.
Impressive fadeaway right there.
They have no answer for him. He's just putting on a dominant display of offense.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
Yeah, defensively, some really good pressure being applied, though, so you've got to give credit there. It seems like they've been rattled a little bit.
Steve, you think they've been rattled?
Oh, they're rattled all right. I think that may do it here. They're trying to put the nail in the coffin.
Well, just adding to the lead as we approach the final buzzer.
Deflects the pass. And here are the Rockets now. Gordon gets a hand on it. Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Hill, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Here's Garrett. He lays it in with a soft touch.
Man, that's going to do it. I mean, this thing is pretty much over. They played well.
Well, it has been a bit anticlimactic the end of the game, but sometimes that's the way it goes.
Williams kicks to Griffin. Another steal. Here's Garrett. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That one's on Eric Gordon. First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Garrett is tagged with the reach. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
Not a good foul there. You've got the lead. You don't want to stop the clock in this situation.
Steve, SMH, man, shaking my head on that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about that from the coach.
Right up, and he converts the layup. Here's Gordon. Missed. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for joining us as we leave you with the Jordan Player of the Game.
It's got to be a great feeling setting the team record for points tonight. How does it feel to achieve such an accomplishment?
You know, I saw it coming. I had a feeling tonight was going to be a great game, and I didn't disappoint. It's pretty special to have my name at the top of a list like that, but I've got so much more I intend to accomplish. This is just one small honor in my overall master plan.